I walked out of my parents' home 4 days ago with just one suitcase and a letter, and since then, they've flooded my phone with 71 messages pleading for me to return. They have zero clue about the storm that's heading their way. Let me give you the complete background so you can see why this feels so deeply rewarding. I'm 28, and for the past 3 years I've been living in what was once my grandparents' house after they both passed. My parents, Fergus and Macy, moved in right after my grandmother died, since the place is larger than their previous home and located in a much nicer area. What they either ignored or never grasped is this key detail. My grandmother bequeathed me 40% ownership of the property in her will. The attorney went over it with everyone present at the reading. My parents held 60%, while I held 40%. They brushed it aside as Grammy simply being affectionate toward her favorite grandson. They claimed it was nothing more than a symbolic gesture. They assured me I didn't need to concern myself with the adult matters. I never signed over my share. I never transferred my ownership. I've been residing in my own property while they treated me like their disappointing son, whom they were kindly permitting to stay without paying rent. The reason they treated me so poorly is entirely tied to my sister Brianna. She's 31, has a solid career in pharmaceutical sales, earns good money, owns a condo in an upscale part of town, drives a brand new SUV, and is married to a man in finance. She's their pride and joy, the child they love to boast about to everybody. I attended community college for 2 years, held various jobs, never locked into a career path they could easily describe to others. They viewed me with embarrassment since I turned 20. I do have work. I freelance in IT consulting and bring in respectable income. But my earnings are inconsistent and I work remotely, so in their eyes it appears as if I'm jobless. I've attempted to explain my profession, but Fergus only cracks jokes about gaming and Macy quickly shifts the topic. They decided long ago that I'm a failure, and nothing I say carries weight. Last Saturday was Fergus's company barbecue. He works in sales management for a distribution firm, and this is their major annual summer gathering. He informed me Thursday evening that I had to attend, that it would seem strange if I didn't, that I needed to at least act like a normal family member for a few hours. I should have refused. I'd been preparing for years for the moment when their constant disrespect finally pushed me too far, and I knew this event would be the catalyst. But I went anyway because I wanted to witness precisely how low they would sink. The barbecue took place at a park pavilion with roughly 50 colleagues and their families. I arrived, assisted in unloading food from the car, tried to stay low-key. Fergus's boss, Damon, approached with his wife to greet us, and that's when it began. Damon asked Fergus to introduce me, and Fergus slung his arm around my shoulders and announced, "This is my mistake," followed by a loud, exaggerated laugh. Everyone nearby turned to stare. Damon chuckled and replied, "Every family has one," as if it were perfectly ordinary. Then Fergus continued. He said I'm 28 and still trying to figure things out, which is his way of calling me a deadbeat. A small crowd gathered to listen. Macy chimed in, saying they're hoping I'll find my path soon, but they're not counting on it. She delivered it with a sweet smile, like she was. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.